There's a French phrase I learned while reading The Catcher in the Rye in high school. Plus ça change, plus c'est la même chose. Loose translation, the more things change, the more they stay the same. I always think of that phrase when I'm trying to make sense of history. So many strands of our past and present intertwined this past week that I couldn't help but think of that phrase. Viola Fletcher testified before a House subcommittee on Wednesday about the Tulsa race massacre that 100 years ago at the end of this month obliterated the thriving black community of Greenwood and killed as many as 300 people. Mother Fletcher, as she's known, was 7 years old then and told the committee that she still lives with the horror of that time.
Our country may forget this history, but I cannot. I will not. And other survivors do not. And our descendants do not. I am a 107-year-old and have never seen justice. I pray that one day I will.
On Tuesday, the nation will mark 1 year since the murder of George Floyd under the knee of former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin. At the behest of the governor, Minnesota State Attorney General Keith Ellison took over the prosecution of Chauvin and won a case that scratched at our nation's raw racial wounds. In an interview Friday, I asked Ellison to react to the words you just heard from Mother Fletcher. He drew a parallel that was as startling as it was apt.
What I will say is that there was a little girl whose name is Judea. She was 9 years old when she witnessed Derek Chauvin murder George Floyd. Imagine that little girl 100 years from now testifying on what she had to live through and what she had to see.
What Judea had to see is something the whole world saw, thanks to her cousin Darnella Frazier, who recorded George Floyd's killing and then posted it to Facebook. Her video revealed that the initial police statement on Floyd's death was a lie. Video has made it possible to reveal a truth black folks have known for generations. Lying about the deaths of black people at the hands of police, by police, happens a lot. We saw it in the Walter Scott case in South Carolina, the Laquan McDonald case in Chicago. And last Wednesday, the Associated Press released a horrific video that showed how Ronald Greene really died 2 years ago in Louisiana. There's no amount of explaining away what the eyes see and the mind understands in a video. Trying to get us to not believe our lying eyes isn't just something some cops do. It's what Republicans are doing when it comes to the violent insurrection of the Capitol on January 6th. It wasn't a normal tourist visit. Those people stormed the U.S. Capitol to overturn a presidential election at the behest of the loser who lost the election. To perpetuate this lie in furtherance of the big lie is disgusting. And to block the January 6th Commission to investigate what happened in a vain effort to pretend nothing happened because of fear of the loser who lost the election is beyond spineless. In her written testimony, Mother Fletcher used this political cowardice to highlight the harm done by pretending nothing happened and the need for action to make Black Tulsa whole. I saw what happened here on January 6th this year. It broke my heart. It reminded me of what happened 100 years ago. And now I hear some of you on TV saying it didn't happen, like we didn't see it with our own eyes. It happened live on TV. On live TV. 100 years ago, there was no TV. But you have me here right now. Whether it's the Tulsa race massacre, the lies about how black people die at the hands of police, or the January 6th insurrection, the refrain is the same. Plus ça change, plus c'est la même chose. I'm Jonathan Capehart, and this has been The Sunday Show.